Hello, Knight here. Welcome to Empire Total War, playing the Darthmod. This is episode number 25. For those of you who are just joining the campaign, we're at war with Spain, France and Marathas. We're just positioning ourselves at the moment ready to attack the Cherokees, and we've just fought a rather large fleet engagement off the Grand Banks, attacking the French fleet and destroying it and capturing most of their ships. I think 10 out of the 12 we captured. Edward Russell did a very good job. He's now got a lot of attributes: brave sailor, aggressive commander, son of the sea, but unfortunately he's quite old, so he's not long for this world. What we're going to do is move these ships round.
On our way, Captain. Ship's orders.
We're going to
On our way, Captain. Awaiting further order. Aye, aye, Captain.
going to move these troops around.
Yes, Your Majesty.
They're going to position themselves so they can attack the Cherokee base in Moose Bay in northern Canada. Got a couple of ships here. We've renamed one of the ships the Edward Russell, in the light of his sterling work against the French. We've got a few troops over here, I think. We've got some artillery, yeah, and we've also got some Hessian line infantry, so we're going to move down and collect them.
To sea. Underway.
There we go, they're on board. Let's go up to here.
Sail.
Let's move the artillery. It's a nice balanced army now, plenty of cavalry. Sure you can take on whatever the Cherokees have in their territory. We should be pretty safe moving by sea now. Oh, what have I done? That's stupid. I have to move that back. My only excuse is I've been to the gym this morning, done a spin class, and I've drunk about 3 cups of coffee. So if I do some stupid shit today, you'll have to forgive me. Right, let's move this fleet down towards the Caribbean. We'll have to go back and collect those troops. Okay. So we'll come back here and collect the army. In fact, it's not all bad. We can probably recruit another unit whilst they're waiting. Let's do that. Let's kick out the colonial line infantry. And that'll be a full stack when we actually do go round. Yeah, that'll be nice. A nice army. Actually, 3 cavalry, 3 artillery. Some really strong grenadier units, Irish Guards, Welsh Guards, Grenadier Guards. We've got a whole brigade of Grenadier Guards, 3 regiments, Royal Scots Guards, Earl of Huntingdon's foot. Yeah, that'll certainly be able to take on anything they can throw at us. Right, okay, so we're now going to have a look and see what's happening down here. Right, we're not going to attack yet. We're still going to move that army up in Quebec towards the Cherokees over here. And I may sort of stand off at sea just here and wait for them to try and move across this territory towards my territories at Montreal and Quebec, and so they've moved out, I'll move in and attack them. Okay, I don't think there's anything more I want to do in North America at the moment. No, I've got another ship down here, haven't I? Yeah. I've got the Repulse, so that can act as a transport for this ship, for these troops. Yeah, okay, so that's what I want to do in America at the moment. What we've been doing is we've been carrying out economic warfare against the French and Spanish. We've been destroying their ports every turn, so they can't get any trade at all. Although unfortunately, looking over here, it seems as if the Dutch are about to go out of existence. They may be able to survive. They've got troops around. If they can only, the AI can only concentrate and attack this guy. So it's not a foregone conclusion that they'll go out. We've been attacking the ports around here as well. Marseille has been destroyed. Cartagena has been destroyed. That's their main trading port for the Spanish, and his dockyard has been destroyed. Over in India, we've managed to grab Hyderabad from the Marathas, and we're positioned here ready to attack here in the next turn. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to Great Britain and see if we can use some of our money now to improve the economy finally, after, well, it's 1719 and we're only just starting to really do some stuff at home. I think that Britain was slightly dodgy. Yeah, it's slightly disorders building there, so I'm going to build an opera house because that helps the happiness. Can't do anything else at the moment, I don't think. Okay, I think we're going to end our turn there and see what the AO's got to offer. I'll just quickly review what's happening on the minister's side of things, see if we can kick this guy off. And we've still got an idiot, Jared Ireton, who's still not too good for us. Let's see if we can... Is that any good? No. No. Okay, unfortunately this is still quite a popular government. Otherwise I'd call a snap election and get rid of them. Yeah? Well, we try to anyway. Okay, let's look at diplomacy. We're allied with Austria, who love us. France, we're fighting. Mughals, we might ally with the Ottomans actually. That's a possibility. Let's see if we can sweeten them a bit more. We just want 1,000 for that. Whoa. No, that's no good. Not accepting that. Our main problems are Poland, Lithuania, who are quite expansionist. They're a danger. Prussia, not so much, because I think they've only got 2 or 3 territories actually. Allies are Hanover. They're at war with loads of people, so I don't think they're so much a danger. So it's probably Poland, Lithuania and Russia, but Russia are involved heavily in wars against the Turks and the Swedes as usual, and even Prussia they're attacking. So maybe I'm worrying unnecessarily. Although they hate us, they're not really in any position to do anything about their disgust with us. 13 colonies is indefinite. Perhaps we need to sweeten them a bit. See if we can... I may end up giving them this actually if I can't get any money out of them. I just need them to be sweet for a bit longer before we take them over. The Dutch, let's see if we can help the poor old Dutch. No, I do feel sorry for them. Okay, right, we're going to end our turn there and see what the AI's got to offer. France has no territories abroad now, it only has its European possessions, and it has no ships anywhere. We've destroyed them completely from the seas. The Spanish probably, I think I was looking last turn, and off the Ivory Coast they have a trade fleet. Oh dear. No, I don't think so. We're not going to enter into peace with... oh, there's some pirates again. Looks like the Dutch have gone. Oh dear. Well, maybe we can do something. Maybe we have to eventually take over Holland, let the rebels arise, and then give them back Holland. Try and liberate them.
Withdraw! Withdraw!
Ooh, that's unusual. Actually forced me out of that port. That means he's even weaker now, this army. We should be able to... Ah, that's... yeah, we're going to go for that, I think. Yeah. That makes things a bit easier in the Mediterranean. Yeah, that's over here. We've got some troops here, which we're going to move towards this guy.
Any further orders?
Let's have a look at the information bubbles. Unit recruited, that's up in New France. So he'll be joining the fleet that went off on a bit of a jolly, unfortunately. So I do apologise. Let's move him back in. Okay, let's try and move the army on board. Yeah, let's move the hold lock on and send him round here. Okay, just send him as far as possible. We'll have a quick look at the Inuits as well. We'll have to come back and destroy that country eventually. They tend to be quite aggressive towards the British. Now we're just going to, in the next move, we'll stand off to sea here. See what's going on. These treaty signed with Barbary States, that's excellent. Ah yes, poor old United Provinces. We'll come and liberate you, don't worry. Pirates, god damn them. I'm going to do something about that immediately. I don't want them attacking my ports. Right, okay, he's got local contacts. Let's go back to Britain first. Is there anything else I can build? We're getting quite a lot of cash now, as you can see now. 11,479. So we could build Somerset House, but we're building the Opera House at the moment, which will placate a lot of the unrest. Right, so we've got another port we've got to destroy now. So let's get to that. The French are becoming a bit of a problem in Europe now. They're starting to become the dominant power, I think, especially in Western Europe. So we're going to have to do something fairly soon. Obviously all his money can be spent now on this region. He has no other theatres that he can actually use his money for anymore. So it's all going to be spent in this area. So we need to try and bring an army over here, I think, as soon as possible. We'll need to end things with the Cherokees rather quickly. Maybe release a couple of armies, one to go to India and one to come back to Europe and cause problems to the French.
Ship's orders received.
We only really have the Austrians who are any good at land battles now, to be honest, who we can maybe get involved against the French. The Prussians are a kind of buffer against the expansion of the French now.
Action stations, make ready for battle.
I think maybe the Prussians are on their way out, you know. Looking, they only had 3 territories, I think, when I checked.
Set sail. Jump to it and look lively.
Right, it's destroyed everything I want to destroy there. We've got naval units in these ports as well to protect them from being destroyed in case somebody comes and attacks us in a sneak attack. And we're going to carry on with our plan of destroying all of their ports. I love it that the AI is so stupid that it just keeps repairing them and doesn't put an army in them to prevent me doing this. It's almost like cheating, to be honest. The AI is so stupid. By the way, the AI is set on hard for campaign and very hard for battles. So there's not much more I can do really to give the AI a chance. I don't watch the move during the end turn, so even then it's getting an advantage there, or as much as an advantage as I can give it. But it's still quite silly at times. Okay, we're just going to block here to try and stop ships going out through the Straits of Gibraltar. So again, the Spanish are in trouble. Don't think there's anything else I want to do in Europe. Still don't want to build an army yet. I'll bring an army over from America. Right, so this Dutch colony now has turned into a rebel colony, and we've got the pirates are back. I must take them out as soon as possible. Right, I'm going to declare war on the Cherokees, which actually is alright because one of their allies were the Dutch, which would have caused us a slight problem if they'd joined in against us, but now they don't exist. That solved the problem for us. Right, let's have everyone join in. Yeah, that's good. My allies are very good actually. They very rarely will drop out of a battle. Okay, let's see if we can get these to surrender. Excellent. Let's rebuild a European magistrate. Let's have a look and see what's going on now, what we've got to fight. I'm hopeful that these 13 colonies will push down one of these valleys through the Appalachian Mountains and attack towards here. It's 100% Protestant, that's 100% Protestant. And that's 0% Protestant, so I've got to do something there. Let's move my armies over through the woodland. Okay, so next turn we should be able to attack these two territories. Up here. Let's have a look. I think we've already tried to move this guy, haven't we? So we're going to move him down to here. So this will give this guy, if he moves his units out across this territory, there's quite a wilderness here, so it's going to take him a while to come across to attack us. By then he might actually be destroyed. Okay, right, what am I going to do? We've got to deal with the pirates, that's most important, and maybe grab that other territory as well. So it's a slight risk moving this army out.
More orders.
Okay, so we would get 149, which is not fantastic. I'm going to leave a weaker unit, if I've got one actually, saying that. I'll leave one unit here, so they're back happy. Actually, let's see what's going on. My ministers. Let's kick out this guy. Oh no, he's alright. Let's kick out this guy. No, still no good. Suspiciously looking like George Washington, but no. Still no good. We just cannot get a decent guy. Right.
Orders received and understood.
So we're on the ship. Let's move down towards... Can we reach? I'm sure we can. That ship's hardly moved at all. Right. Let's move down to here. Attack their port. And then we'll attack the pirates immediately.
Aye, sir.
Right. Let's assault them. Yeah, he's not got any sort of fantastic troops there, to be honest. Have a quick sip of tea. They're just a pain, the pirates. They'll just keep attacking my ports and destroying and costing me money. So it's much better to spend a few moments just destroying them before they cause us problems and start putting fleets out into the trade theatres and all kinds of stuff. And then once this army's dealt with these, Cherokees will move on to the rebels in Dutch Guiana, I think it is. And then of course we should be able to take Ceylon actually, because there should be rebels in Ceylon as well. I'll put back my attack on the Marathas by a move. Is it raining? No, not yet anyway. Those of you who've been watching before will know why that's a joke. He has mortars, but I'm not that worried about that. We're just literally going to attack him as quickly as possible. We're not going to mess about. Fortunately we've got this building, so cavalry don't do well in buildings. Where's his deployment zone? Yeah, he's kind of like... Yeah, okay, well it could be, he could set up inside the town, which would be awkward actually. But of course I've got artillery, so if I set that up so we can shell the town and destroy buildings, that may force him to come out. So I'm going to set them up here. Now we're going to unlimber them, group them together for easier fire control. And I'm going to try and keep my cavalry away from the town if possible. And over here, come through the woodland and go around the back of the town to make sure no one escapes. And going to put the other Chingachgook Mohicans over here. Oh, they're already stationed over here. Well done. Initiative by that officer. Put him here. Right, now the infantry. What to do with the infantry? It's going to be a bit unpleasant going through here because we're really going to be fighting to their strength, which is melee, basically. Which is a shame. I'd like to stand off and maybe give them a few volleys, you know. That would actually help us. Going to move these. We're going to double up our line. Going to put them here. What am I doing here? That's better. So I'm not functioning too well. I blame it on the spin class and the coffee. Right. Okay. We've got the general here. Queen's Own Manchester Regiment, Barton's Volunteers, Tribal Auxiliary. I don't think they're going to be able to come out and attack us that much. I think what I'm going to do is just move one regiment of infantry to here, just as a reserve in case they suddenly appear and attack. I think they're going to set up in the town, to be honest, but let's go and see what's happening. Ah, they have set up over here. So let's initially shell them. And we're going to use these. We'll keep these in reserve at the moment. Where are the rest of his troops? They're just the other side. Got some buccaneers to deal with. These mortars are over here. Don't know. See if we can take out the mortars. Okay. Let's move through the town. This is going to be a bit unpleasant in terms of pathfinding. We're going to move this rank over here to here. What have we got here? More buccaneers. Going to charge the mortars. If we can get rid of those, that will serve us well. It's taken out. Oh, come on, lads, keep going. Keep going. That's it. Well done. Quickly destroy them before you get a volley from these guys over here. Might be disorganised, but yeah, they're going. This is such a good target to be attacked, to be honest. When they set up laterally like this with the artillery, if you can get a ball bouncing through a regiment, it takes out loads of guys. Let's crash through these. That's the end of the mortars. And they're progressing. We're going to halt these troops. Form up. These troops. These need to run because they're not going to get in the battle otherwise. And the main aim here is to actually prevent any escapees. Are they shattered? Yeah, they're shattered. We're going to crash in the back of these guys. Where's my... Right, Buccaneers. I think we can risk a charge on these Buccaneers. I'm sure the Manchester Regiment can deal with them. We're now starting to give them fire-by-rank volleys, which they won't enjoy. Where's the other cavalry we've got over here? Because we need to move them over. Where are they gone? Yeah, here they come. Let's get them involved. Just going to melee these guys. here. Don't seem to stand for very long, these troops, to be honest. I need to push up and give these guys some help, actually, as soon as possible. Wow, we've taken a lot of casualties, actually, those troops. Got a feeling these guys will be shattered now. Shattered. Shattered. Oh, I suppose we really need to pursue them in case they end up surviving. We want to end this turn. Yeah, we really need to end it this turn, so we're going to pursue them. Try and wipe them out. So the White volunteers will take out those buccaneers, and Cherokees will take out them if they can sort out their pathfinding. What do we got? 2 guys. There's quite a few troops here, I think. Actually, 125. That's bad news. And they're actually shattered. These guys broken. They need to retreat as soon as possible. Take out them. Let's move my infantry around. I'm just going to retarget the artillery over here. Those lads are doing well. Just reloading at the moment. Yeah, they can always be repaired. We need to run and get behind these guys. We don't really have any cavalry on that side. Let's run. Get behind these guys. Let's charge. Just let them finish off their last volley. Let's go for it. Okay, let's just melee the guys. How's this guy doing? Yeah, still got 170, unfortunately. We've escaped, so we might end up... Yeah, they're shattered. 52 guys. Let's wipe out these. Let's turn off the artillery, actually. Don't want to damage our own troops. Confident but tired. These guys are not doing anything. Let's bring them over here. These guys are not doing anything. Let's bring them over here. Let's get the general involved as well. Get him to pursue some guys. Turning everyone to melee now, so we can get rid of these guys. Let's continue, so I really want to destroy as many as possible of these guys. They managed to get through that line of infantry. that was a bit crazy. Okay. Very good. Here comes the general, trying to get a bit more experience. Oh, that's so dramatic. Wow. One guy left. Let's speed things up. Over here, he's only got a few left. Yeah, 65. Let's try. Oh dear. We do have our problems with the pathfinding. I find in Rome, if anyone's played Rome, the pathfinding is really good. When someone's routing, you end up killing everyone who's left. Still, it's still such a good game, this, that you can't really complain too much. Celebratory cup of tea. Right, so how many of my own men did I kill this time? The enemy killed 1,405, and we've lost 1,524. That's not bad, 100. I seem to be really bad at killing. Oh no, what am I talking about? We lost 305. This is even worse. But the enemy only killed 161. That's terrible, isn't it? Okay. Wow, look at that. 561 they killed. That's just incredible. Okay. Now let's see if we've captured it. We have captured it. Excellent. So we're not going to be held up in some kind of weird siege situation. We won't replenish them yet. Let's see if we can move out. Wow, that's really good actually. I suppose it was Protestant, wasn't it? That's why there's no... It was a Dutch territory. We might have the same luck in the other territory as well, because it's Protestant. We won't have a lot of problems. Right, that's good. Let's repair the port. Let's move the army out to here and put it back on the ship. Did suffer more casualties in terms of the cavalry than I would have liked, to be honest. I was a bit lazy there, we just piled in rather than moving the infantry forward slowly. Right, let's move on to Dutch Guiana. And we're going to attack here. I can't believe there's many troops here.
Siege them.
Let's see if we can...
Siege is
Wow!
broken.
That was very easy. Right, let's replenish this army. Can we move out? Can we move out? Can we move out? No, we can't. We've run out of space. We've run out of movement, so we've got to stay there anyway. We're repairing that. Infrastructure's pretty good. Dutch get a good there. I'm going to start going through repairing all these, or upgrading all these plantations soon. Let's repair the port. Get it into trade as soon as possible. Okay, that went very well. Another 2 territories. Okay. Right, we'll move this army back to try and protect Savannah in the next turn, and Florida now, which we now control. Do I need to destroy some of these Native American things? Need to be destroyed so we can build European things on them. That's okay. That's okay as well. Right, do we need to do roads? The roads are shit. They never actually... Sorry, excuse me. They never actually increase their road network at all, the Native Americans. Right. Let's move over here. There's no port there. Is there a port there? No, there's nothing there, I don't think. No buildings. So it looks to me as if the only port that the Spanish have is here. I think they have one over here, don't they? There's one there. So I need to blockade both those. There's nothing there. Check that. Okay. So what we're going to do, continue our aim to destroy every single port and fleet that the Spanish have. We've done that with the French. So, we've no fears about meeting a large Spanish fleet here, because they've been attacked for so long that they're just not going to have any money to do anything. Oh, there's a unit in New France, wasn't it? And the pirates, right. Okay. Right. Now, those of you who watched some of the earlier episodes will know that I normally carry an army unit with me to go ashore and force the fleet out. But that, in actual fact, that wouldn't have helped me anyway here, because I think probably he's probably got troops in here, in Mexico and here, so that wouldn't work. But sometimes the AI is so stupid that if you can send a ship in to their zone of control, they'll come out and attack you anyway. And the rest of the fleet is beyond the horizon as far as they're concerned. It's just the other side of where they can see. Yeah, there we go. You know, sometimes you do worry about the AI. So we're going to fight this, try and capture these ships, and we'll send them off to Brazil once we've got them. I'm jumping ahead here, but I'm sure we'll be able to. Right, let's attack them. So there's a nice little tip there. If you just, normally it's only worked with sloops before and brigs. If you just sort of waltz them up and down in front of a fleet that's hiding in a port, especially if there's an army in that port, so you're not able to actually force the enemy fleet out. But if you give them enough bait, they'll try and intercept you, or actually if you just leave it there, sometimes they'll come out and fight you, but you can actually bring your major fleet in to help. And that's what's obviously going to happen here. 32 rate is going to basically run away as soon as possible. We'll set him up over here, and then we're actually quite good because we've got the weather gauge now. Let's see where our guys are turning up. It's inflexible. So the Duke of Cumberland will simply wait for the rest of my ships to turn up, and you don't want to wait, so we'll fast forward this to bring the ships on. Then we'll go about grouping them. Once we've done that, we'll go over and attack the Spanish, who are basically set up in the middle of the combat zone. So we're going to group these ships together, and that will form one squadron. Got the HMS Grand Banks, Greenwich, the Edward Russell, Duke of Albany, and the Princess Charlotte. We'll group them together, and again do the same, send them on their way. What we're going to do actually, we're going to anchor the first squadron. Antigua did some fantastic work in the previous battle at Newfoundland. They were very good. And the final squadron, and then this will take up post downwind of the Spanish. We don't want them to escape if we can avoid it. Now we've encouraged them to come out. Let's move that final squadron over there. Let's have a look. So we've got Edward Russell over here. Spanish are still coming towards us. Must have a death wish. So we're going to try and box them basically. So we'll send two squadrons off towards the south. We're going to send another squadron towards the west, and this squadron will take a route, a fairly wide route, to see if we can go round. Oops, I get a crash here. Okay. The galleons are actually quite strong, although I believe that, yeah, these are quite deplenished actually. So he's going to basically be captured. Yeah, it's really only the last galleon, the Capitan Real, that's actually going to be any danger at all. Let's start to slow things up. Here we go. Jaws of death are opening up for them. This V shape is classic to try and get them to go through the centre, and they'll be shelled or broadside from both sides. Let's get the inflexible squadron round. I'm going to try and get a bit closer to the guy. I'm a great believer in getting as close as possible to damage ships. Now we're going to do the same here, moving really close. I have ports in this region, so I'm not really that bothered about any damage. As long as I don't lose any ships, I'll be quite happy with the result of this battle. I don't want to sink them, that's the other danger. Some of the captains get a bit overzealous, a bit too aggressive, we're going to end up with problems. Right, let's just hold fire for the moment, hold fire, and then we'll move a bit closer. Oh, he's giving us a broadside over here. Let's move them in a bit tighter. They'll continue to go actually further west. There we go. Right, we'll get across this guy's stern, the Admiral. He's going to take a lot of damage actually, this guy. Let's run it at normal pace. Going to cut between. He's left a gap here, which is a mistake, between these ships and that ship. He's on fire, unfortunately. So we don't want an Ajax scenario. For those of you who missed the previous episode, you won't know what I'm talking about, but those of you who saw it will know why I'm saying that. I don't want the guy to blow up and blow us up with him. I'm too glad to put his fire out. Let's anchor here. He's still fighting actually. There's that pursuit squadron. I really want them to be quite a long way downwind if I can. See, he's doing well actually, this guy. He's still not put the fire out and he's still fighting. He's on fire again. Oh dear, I think he's lost it now. Let's keep going. Keep away from him. He surrendered and he's on fire. Yeah, it looks like these are going. We need to really... Galleons are not that fast, but we really want to move downwind of this guy, because we're going to have a problem if he runs away. Need to get the rest of our ships following up. They seem to have stopped for some reason. He's still on fire, so maybe we need to go a little bit further away from him, in case we get an explosion and we lose a ship. Come on, these Spaniards, can't they put a fire out? Whoops. What's this guy doing? He's just standing there. Do something. Put it out. Right, let's have a look over here. Back to the battle. Check the fuel. Turn. Just going to be, and we'll anchor. We're going to come very close. This guy's got no real damage. Bring the Sea Witch a long way downwind. The hulls are just so strong. Still on fire. Let's try and move my fleet away from him. Overall picture of what's going on. Doing very well. Let's get round behind him so we can give him some stern shots. Ajax is showing it. So we've renamed a ship the Ajax after the previous Ajax blew up. York suffers some damage. Revenge Ajax, what happened to you in the previous battle? Wow, smoky. He's on fire as well. We seem to be very flammable, these galleons. Let's move away, so we don't want to... Probably okay at that distance, but we don't want any problems. If his magazine goes up, we'll be in trouble. Get a shot on his stern. That should normally solves the problem. This guy's doing very well actually, still around. He's going across his stern. Let's see what's happening to him. Don't sink him. He surrendered, good. That'll help us. And that surrendered, but still on fire. And that guy surrendered, which is good. So, another good naval battle. Right, so we're going to add these two. There we go. And
Yes, my lord.
let's have a look. We need to do a bit of refitting, I think. Oh, how did he manage to escape?
Ready
Not for long.
action.
Not for long. Right, I'm definitely not going to auto-resolve, I'm sorry. If you don't want to watch this, you can always fast forward through it. If I auto-resolve, I'll lose about 6 ships. So we're just going to finish this guy off. That was weird, wasn't it? Because I'm sure all of them surrendered. Oh well. Perhaps one of them was routing and then it closed the battle then before I could do anything. It didn't give me the option to not close the battle, did it? Oh well. I think the AI might be giving help to its units it's managing. Oh gosh, foggy. Right, so we're just gonna very quickly, if you bear with me. We'll just quickly form up and then go straight for him. I think he only had about 25 guns, didn't he? Right, that'll do. Right. Let's go straight for him. I will fast forward through this actually. It's just a formality. Let's fast forward. Later on I will need to improve this fleet with heavier gunned ships, but at the moment this frigate fleet and the fourth rates that I have with it are a match for anyone's navy at the moment. Let's quickly finish off this last galleon. I think that was the one that was completely repaired, wasn't it, before we started? Okay, here we go. We're beating against the wind at the moment, that's why none of our sails are up. He has the weather gauge, but that won't save him. Come on, speed up. Let's sort him out. Okay. Oh, let's go in close actually. Let's finish this quickly. Right, let's take the speed off. So we can take his sails out, don't want to damage him too much. noticed that Spanish Marines have blue uniforms. Let's take out those sails, come on lads, get on with it. Start hearing out the smoke. Has he gone yet? He surrendered. And he's on fire, unfortunately. Hope he doesn't explode. Good. Well done. Nice ship there that we can add to our fleet. That'll go into our trade fleet route for Brazil. I don't know whether to repair it or not. I may repair it actually. Just in case in future times we have a problem with yeah, I think we'll probably repair it. We've got plenty of money. Right. That should be the end of the Spanish fleets. Naval threat. I'm going to send the Cumberland into here.
Any orders?
We're just going to destroy this.
Your nation expects that every man do his duty.
Yeah, in fact, what we'll do.
Orders?
We'll just move as many in as possible.
Aye, aye, sir. All hands on deck. Come about.
Destroy it a bit quicker.
Clear decks for battle.
Nearly. Almost
Orders
gone.
received and understood. Enemy sail. Run up the colours.
Okay. One more should do it.
Fleet ready.
Okay.
For honor.
Right, so we need to move around and take out that port at Cartagena.
Make ready.
Is it Cartagena? We're talking nonsense. What was that port round here? That was Cartagena. Right, we're going to destroy that. These are not developing at all, these ports, so he literally has no way of even building a ship now in the Americas. We'll let him repair this and then destroy it again.
Officer on deck.
To move them over.
Ready and waiting.
Can we get them somewhere to repair? Yes, we can actually, thinking about it. They actually... They're one of the captured ships, aren't they? So we will repair this ship.
Ship's orders.
110, that's almost a whole ship. Well, no, half a ship. But anyway, we'll do that. And can we... Yeah, we can do the same with this galleon. That means next turn they'll all go off to Brazil.
Still shipshape.
And we'll repair that as well. I think there was one more, wasn't there?
Orders.
Did we capture 3? I'm sure we did. Is it in this fleet or is it the other one?
Shipshape and Bristol fashion, Captain.
Oh yes, it was the Aguila Imperial. Okay. So I'm going to leave... Yeah. We'll move the Aguila Imperial over to here as well and repair that.
Awaiting further orders.
That may actually end up in the home fleet. I don't need 20 ships here. Once we've actually accomplished superiority, we don't need to worry too much. Yeah, we'll just keep going in and out with this fleet and destroy his port each turn, with his ship rather. We'll probably leave another 32 rate over here, 6 rate over here, to take this port out. What's happening here now? Yeah, so we've got this army here. Don't know, there's two, I won't put a general in there actually, because what we're going to do, we'll probably move this army over. Once it's replenished, I don't think it can move at the moment, can it? No. Yeah, once it's replenished, we'll send this army to attack New Spain. No, rather, was it Bogota or something? Yeah, New Granada. Grenada rather. So we'll attack there. This army will join up with this army. That'll almost be a full stack. Yeah, that's all going very well in Americas. Let's have a look. So they're not moving at the moment, are they? We can hope that they'll move towards Savannah and Georgia. And we're all positioned very nicely, ready to go. The ship will move round to here and attack. Let's have a look here. I think we destroyed these ports, haven't we? Let's have a look at what the French are doing though, in terms of money. Yeah, they're doing fine actually, aren't they? They're a real threat now, I think, the French. We're going to have to do something soon on the land war in Britain, in France. We might need to raise an army in Britain, we'll have to see. Okay, I don't think there's anything more I can do economically in Britain at the moment. We need to check out our science. Getting division of labour soon, so we'd like to upgrade all our ports, so we're going to keep some of this money back. Gives a bit of a bonus with the next move. I think over here we want to try and capture Ceylon. So what we're going to do is drop off this unit here, destroy his port. And we're going to attack here. That's completely destroyed. That's almost completely destroyed. Make sure this is destroyed. Yeah. Let's go here. Up there. Move him into there. Get on board. Go straight over to Trincomalee. We're going to attack. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know why he didn't actually get off straight away at the port, and then he could have moved there. Sometimes the pathfinding here is crazy. Oh well. Let's move over here. Let's try this, see if we can do it this way. Yeah, see, that's what should have happened. Yeah, okay, so we're going to attack 2,500 with 120, but we've got a reinforcing army. So, can't really afford to hang about. Let's fight that at the next turn. I think we're about an hour into this episode, so we'll be fighting the Battle of Ceylon, Trincomalee in the next turn. I don't anticipate too many problems. We're literally outnumbered them 2 to 1, and the power meter shows that we have a very good chance. In fact, should we see if they'll surrender? No, they won't. Okay, so we'll be fighting this in the next move, in next turn, the next episode. Sorry. Right. Sorry, I've been a bit confused today. So I'll put it down to the gym and all this coffee I've been drinking. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Things are very, very much in our favour now, I feel. North America very soon will be completely under our control. We've still got some problems fighting the Marathas. We'll need to move an army over from America, I feel, and also we'll need to move an army to Great Britain soon, so that we can actually attack the French in their home territories. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be speaking to you soon. Bye for now.